okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from holding.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go. 8, read.
54. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
General West.
Check 26. Check 26. Check. Check. Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I got it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, exit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Mike Barbour.
On the ball.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Hit it.
From the gun, Hartman. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, still going, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Deep rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready up.
Go 58's the mic. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Check 9.
Topper.
Hey, watch the slant.
Get it.
On 2nd down now, Anthony. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
58, Mike, 58.
Hey, Charlie.
55. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. They go.
Operating from the gun. Hartman. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Kill.
61, matchbox right. 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, 49ers! Matt Breida, 64 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Johnson jostles free. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to throw. Hartman. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
64, weak.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
218, chop.
Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott Good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Let's go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go, go.
Mike 51, Mike
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Down. 18 Gator.
54. Right 54. Watch the curls. Watch the curls.
Hey, orbit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No chance. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Recon 132.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Heavy on the edges.
2nd and 1. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I
there,
was.
partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Johnson on the counter. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
22 jet bomber.
6-man. Check curls. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Fair.
Switch.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ready, break.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch a slant. Check safety.
They run with Breida, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bradshaw. Catch is made by Harry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. That'll be complete to Breida. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 4. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey, Delta.
Game situation. Let's go.
Go, Mike, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
50 seconds to Mike. Check tight ass. Check tight. Check tight.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Here's Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 30 base.
Man up, deep. Slam. Kill.
Ready?
This is Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point up and through, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go to Johnson again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready, ready.
Mike, 49.
General West.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Zoo.
He's checking crack.
Deep grip.
Throwing on first down. Hartman. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Hartman. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Hartman. Screenplay. Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set. 50. Plant.
From the gun, Hartman. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Now it's Breida. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. To leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Okay, ready?
Mike 57. I got one.
On second down, McKay. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, echo.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Coming to you. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Here we go.
Hey, watch that. Hit it.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the screen. 57. Mike.
From the gun, Bradshaw. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught at the 20. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
You're not ready. Switch.
Five. Get it.
They run again with Breida, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get ready.
First down and goal to go.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a give to Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check. Top Topper!
They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 61, matchbox lights.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2.
Greystone travel.
Chance.
Ready?
Off the bootleg. Bradshaw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Protein spill.
Check 3.
Hey, Haywood.
58, boy. 58 to Mike.
Y'all not ready.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Hartman. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott Good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Bust through the tackle. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And the Lions first down.
Smooth.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On first down, Partner. Over the middle, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Second down and inches. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Stop your body. Mike 49. Mike 49. Crunch time, defense. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Partner. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Hey, Charlie.
Pull it together. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here it comes.
On first and 10, Hartman to the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.